Good evening, Mono No Kill. This is the deck I drafted on Friday. I didn't play any of it over the weekend. I'm tempted to Rowan here. I think I will. Hey, dual lands. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. In that it puts 2 creatures on the board. So I could alt Rowan next turn unless something happens. I think there's a reasonable chance that I will. Okay, how greedy do I want to be? I'm pretty safe behind this Burying Books, I think. Alright, I'm going to risk it. Burying Books will cost 2 on an attacking creature, and then Tome Shredder can block as a 3/3. So as it stands, they can't even hit Rowan. Of course, that could change. But if they play a fight spell, I have a Heated Debate that I can cast in response, which I'd prefer not to, because I'd prefer to wait till after the ultimate. Nice. So this is the deck where I have that Draconic Intervention, so I want to keep that in mind with my sideboard here. Alright, so I'm now going to do my ultimate. With 1 more land, I can teach by example, Heated Debate, and then copy Heated Debate, and get 3 Heated Debates. Not that that's especially relevant right now. With also 1 more land, I can Pigment Storm and copy it. What did they leave up? Aha. Alright, land would be awesome. No land. I mean, I guess the plan is to just Heated Debate twice, right? Mm-hmm. It's a lot of stuff. You, and copy, and you. And they've had enough. I've never gotten to see Rowan Ultimate before. I've never cast Rowan. I've had opponents cast it and it didn't work out well. The emblem was sweet, although, to be fair, the emblem did nothing because I could have just teach by example to do exactly what I just did. But it would have been sweet if the game had gone longer. I got crushed by a Will last night in best of 3. I was playing a Quandrix deck that didn't have a ton of creatures in it, and I just didn't really have enough ways to deal with it. And they were playing hard control, so every time I found something to do to it, they had an answer. Negate or kill spell or whatever. It's pretty irritating. Yeah, this looks good. So I'm likely to wait for Will in this game. I have something else to do on 3. They're on the play, so I'm less likely to have a clear board to play Rowan into. I don't have good ways to defend it. But I do have a 3/4/5. And then 6 even. Oh, poorly timed, Pledge Mage. Sure. Well, that's a little bit of a problem. I'm tempted to block the Professor if they send it. The Pledge Mage blocks it pretty well next turn too, though, so maybe I'm not supposed to. Alright. That's not that bad for me. I still get their token out of the deal, and it costs them their whole turn. And my Pledge Mage blocks the Professor just fine. Bird chirps? Yeah, they are. Let me close my window. There's a lot of birds in my neighborhood. Some of them are nested on eaves around the neighborhood. So they have a trick, otherwise they wouldn't have sent the sage too. Do I double block the professor? Depends on what the trick is. If it's big play, double blocking the professor is really bad. If it's a removal spell, it doesn't matter. If it's the +1/+1 counter, double block is fine. If it's +2/+0 and first strike, double block's really bad. I'm going to block with just the Pledge Mage. I guess it could also be -4/-0, but that makes a double block about the same as a single block. Alright, I'll take that. Another professor. Do I want to play Will right now? I think I'm okay to play Will. And plus on the professor. And I just need Will to survive the turn, which seems pretty likely to me. And then I can Snow Day, and I should be good from there. Unless, of course, they have like a burn spell to hit Will. They're just attacking me? Sure, I'll take it. So this is a pretty safe turn to minus on Will, since I'm planning to Snow Day. I don't need the base 0-2 on the professor. So let's do that. So I need 4 to Snow Day. If I play the land, I can Tome Shredder. I don't really want to play the land. Looting, sure. I don't think that's a very good limited card. Tap. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Teach by example is pretty sweet. So I may have to teach by example. Oh, I could teach by example thrill. I should have considered that. I didn't even consider that before playing the land. I don't want to discard heated debate to do that, of course, so I won't be doing that now, but I should have considered it. I probably prefer the double removal spell, right? Kill a flyer and a professor. Let's thrill first. Berry is pretty neat. So I'm going to kill this one. And this one. And then I'll plus on the 3/2 and send that one. Well, that was a good play. Okay. That 3/1 flyer is a bit irritating. I may have to minus will on my next turn. Land was not what I was hoping to see there. Arcane Subtraction's not great either. I guess I can put the Aerialist back for 5 mana. And then send. And if they play a spell like and don't send the token, I can keep Will alive. But if they send everybody at will, then I think I just win. I think I have summoning to get. Elemental summoning. Oh, I don't have the blue-green summoning. So I can get that or introduction. That's a bummer. Let's see how they attack. Alright, Will is dead. But I think I'm happy to eat a Symmetry Sage. Actually have them dead if they don't play a blocker. Okay. So I've got 5 unblockable. So if I send everybody, they have to trade the Aerialist. But then I have to chump block the Cultivator. Could also just take it slow. That's probably better because literally any spell wins me the game. This has been a surprisingly good game. I think my opponent's done a really good job of fighting through Will. I will be double blocking that. Am I blocking the aerialist, though? I think I am not. Alright, I need any spell, so I'm going to scry. Except for the 7 cost that I can't play. Man, get wrecked by the scry. I guess I leave it on top, because it's just good. No. Excellent. So I want to do it for 2, I guess. And that'll do it. Nice. Alright, one more and then I will start a draft. Oh, just kidding, there was only 5 wins. I'm just going to start a draft now. Alright, traditional. Tome Shredder plus Draconic. It's not really a non-bow, because I have, as long as I'm cognizant that I have both, I can plan accordingly, and the Tome Shredder can get big enough to not die to whatever I choose with the Draconic. So I think it's fine. Well, I think that's a pretty easy pick. God's Willing's not bad. Mage Hunter's Onslaught's good. Mortality Spear's good, although I wouldn't want to start with a Witherbloom card. But obviously, Rowan and Will is just better than everything by a mile. So let's take that. And Will's really good, so I would play Will in like a Quandrix deck. Rowan is so I don't know that I would play Rowan in a Lorehold deck. But the point is, I don't necessarily have to be Prismari to play that. I like Elemental Summoning. I like Quandrix Pledge Mage. And I like Spectacle Mage. Hopefully it'll wheel. It's possible, but not super likely. But I'm going to take Elemental Summoning, because it's a good lesson, and I put a premium on those, especially early. it also goes in either red or blue. Curate's fine, Pigment Storm fine, Pillar Drop Warden's fine, Introduction to Annihilation is fine. I think Orator might be the best card in the pack, but that's not where I want to be right now. So, I think the question is, I think it's between Pigment Storm and Pillar Drop Warden. I'm not actually sure which of those two I like better. Probably Pigment Storm. I think it's really close. So there's a Spirit Summoning. There's a Eureka Moment, if I wanted to branch into green. There's another Curate, and there's a Stormkiln Artist. I haven't really played with Stormkiln Artist, and I don't know if it's good or not. I do think that Curate's pretty good. I think I'm going to take Stormkiln Artist, more because I want to play with it, rather than because I think it's the best option. Curate's a pretty safe pick, but I think I'll take the Artist here. Serpentine Curve looks like exactly what I want. I certainly wouldn't mind this as a reasonable lesson, but I think I want to take Serpentine Curve pretty badly here. Oh man, there's a Pop Quiz and a Fractal Summoning. I think I'm going to take the Pop Quiz as much as I would like Fractal Summoning. Ooh, Rutha and Serpentine Curve? Well, it sure looks like Prismaria's open, but I can't pass Rutha there. And then there's this pack, with only one blue card that's a blue-green card, and one red card that's garbage. I guess Relic Sloth, also garbage. But most of this pack is bad anyways. The Eager First Year and the Scourge Colony are both playable. I guess I'll take Biomathematician for signaling purposes. Vortex Runner's like barely playable in Prismari. I think I'll take Campus Guide on the off chance that I splash. Strategic Planning's not bad. There's Letter of Acceptance if I wanted Splash, but I don't think I want to take it over Strategic Planning here. I could see... Oh, there's a Pillar Drop Warden still. I'll take that. And Curate came back. So did Eureka Moment, interestingly enough. I'm going to take the Curate. I'm going to sort this a little differently. I don't want any of these. I guess there's a chance that I splash Leyline Invocation. Well, this was a really good pack 1. Let's see if we can make pack 2 also good. Oh, Poet's Quill. So good. So is Divide by Zero, though. And Elemental Summoning. I sadly am going to be passing Poet's Quill here. I don't... Well... It's definitely a lot worse when you're splashing, so you can't move the equip around. I think I'm going to pass it. It's really good, but so is Divide by Zero, and it's more about what I want to do. And something here will wheel. Maybe Snow Day. There's another Rutha. There's also Expressive Iteration. But is this a Cody deck? It might be a Cody deck. And I haven't played a Cody deck. I currently have, if you don't count this campus guide, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 permanent spells so far. So the right pick is almost certainly Rutha. But, like, I have to try Cody, right? I think I have to try Cody. Alright. I like Expanded Anatomy. I also like Pigment Storm. I think I'm going to take Pigment Storm. Oh, there's Burying Books. I almost missed that. That's what I want. A start from scratch lesson? Oh, I see. If I pick it up. So there's Spirit Summoning, there's a Quandrix Campus, and there's Mentor's Guidance. I don't think Mentor's Guidance is very good in my deck. It's like, okay, I guess. I guess I'll take it, because Spirit Summoning is just a lot worse. I do need some lessons, but it's only pack 2. I don't think I'm going to take this currently. So there's an on-color campus, there's also Opt and Spectacle Mage. I think I'll take Spectacle Mage. I realize it doesn't, it's like, it's not good with Cody, but it's just a good card, and you don't always draw Cody. Explosive Welcome, Pop Quiz. I like Pop Quiz. I really need to, if I pick it, I really need to start prioritizing Learn cards, though. Because I only have 1 lesson. But that's okay. I think I'm going to take it. Look at that. Rewarded. Explosive Welcome right there. I wouldn't mind this Arcane Subtraction, but it's, I think at this point I'm happy to take an Explosive Welcome. Oh man, Dream Strix? Pick 8? Am I literally the only blue drafter? It's kind of insane. A lot of 3 drops. Oh man, and the Elemental Summoning Wield. And so did Elemental Masterpiece. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. I need another like lesson or 2. I need some cheap stuff to do. And some removal. I don't have much removal. I have a Divide by Zero, which isn't exactly removal. And a Burying Books, and a Pigment Storm, and an Explosive Welcome, but that costs 8. Well, I can't play any... Oh, I guess I can pick up this lesson. That's kind of crazy. 11th pick Expanded Anatomy. I don't want any of this. I don't want that. Alright, so I want one campus, I want probably like 2 removal spells, and maybe like 1 more lesson. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 learn cards. Explosive Welcome came back. Dust Speaker's good. Environmental Sciences. I do really like Dust Speaker, but I feel like I need the Environmental Sciences. Plus, who wants a 5-drop permanent? Can't cast that. I have Cody. Bet like Curate comes back. Thrill. Introduction of Prophecy, that's a good one. I wouldn't mind this Pigment Storm, but I think I want the introduction more. Test of Talents. Prismari Campus. It's between those two. I think I'll take a Test of Talents. Arcane Symmetry versus Spectacle Mage. Probably just want Spectacle Mage. Oh man, Barry? Yes, please. So this is 22 right now. Fractal Summoning. Oh, but I have to take Heated Debate. I can't not take that. I would love to have Fractal Summoning, but I have enough lesson cards, and I can't pass Heated Debate. It's just too good, and it's early interaction, of which I don't have a ton. So I'm at 23 right now. Negate. This lesson seems kind of worthless to me. Although, interestingly enough, I could learn this lesson, turn Cody into something else for a turn so that I could cast a permanent spell. That's kind of neat. But there's also Negate. I think I'll just take Negate. I don't really want any of this. I will take Reconstruct History. Maybe against a control deck, I board it in because it can buy back Rowan and Will. And I can maybe splash it off of Environmental Sciences. But I'm probably not playing it. Curate, fine. I'm like the only blue drafter at this table, apparently. Probably not playing 2 of them, though. I'll take the land in case I want to bring in that Reconstruct History. Do I want the Assistant? Not that much. Sure, Pillar Drop Warden. Symmetry Sage, I don't think is going to make the cut. Wow, Subtraction came back? Do I want that? I think I'm going to take this land in case I want to put in that other card. If there's a deck for Spell Satchel, it's this one, but I don't think I'm playing it. No, I didn't watch any of the Magic League this weekend dual lands. Grixis Pact, huh? Is that Demonic Pact? Okay, so I have to make at least 2 cuts. I guess Stormkiln Artist can probably go. I mean, yeah. And then, even though I really wanted to try it out, it's clearly one of my worst cards. The deck's really good. I could cut Strategic Planning or Curate better. Let's see. Look at 2. You can mill 2 and draw 1, or you can draw your best. This is draw your best of 3. Curate's probably slightly better. Strategic Plan, if you're digging for something specific, they're basically the same. Because if it's not in your top 2, you just dump them and then draw the next card. If this is better if your top 2 cards are good, because you can leave them both on top. This is better if only one of your top 3 is good. I think it's close, but I think I like Curate slightly better. How does Pact run your library to 0 to 2 cards? You know, I just realized that Negate and Test of Talents are a lot worse with Cody in the deck. So maybe I cut one of them. So I'm playing 7 creatures plus Rowan and Will as a permanent. So I have 8 permanents minus Cody, so I have 7. I guess that's probably acceptable. I could cut a land. I'm sorry, cut another card for a land. Okay, we're not talking about the same pact. I was talking about Demonic Pact. What pact are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Tainted Pact. Agreed, Curate's really good for turning on Serpentine Curve, but Strategic Planning's just as good at that. So is this an 18-land deck? It very well could be. And it would cut, like, probably a Pillar Drop Warden. Pillar Drop Warden's really good at blocking for Will, though. I have a lot of card draw if I can hit 3 lands. I'll just leave it. How do you not die to the Tainted Pact in that deck? Because you lose 1 card for every card you didn't take, right? Sorry, you lose 1 life for every card you didn't take, right? I'll keep it, but it's not good. Oh, you don't lose life? Okay. I see. Well, that makes sense. Maybe they'll play something I can test of talents on? That would be nice. Seems unlikely. I don't have any creatures to kill or anything like that. Oh, they're playing a blank 2/4. I like that. What's the Dimir deck? Is it Rogues, or is it something else? No, Rogues was standard. Well, there's Cody. So Cody allows you to play sorceries at instant speed, right? No! Well, at least I got a card back. I mean, I guess I just killed Dina? Yeah. Dina seems just better than the Spined Korok, even though the Korok's a little bit bigger. That won't be relevant pretty soon. I'm going to counter that one. Okay, what's their deck look like? They have main deck Pest Summoning, 10 the Pests. They have 2 Ink Casters. Looks like they're trying to make Pests do something, but they don't have anything to do with Pests. I need to be aware of Go Blank, Mortality play. Can hit what from the yard? Oh, I see. I could have exiled the one that I countered. That's the first time I ever cast a test of talents. Man, this is a lot of mountains. So I can pick up an elemental summoning or an introduction. Yeah, I'm just going to pick up the elemental summoning. Play it after the elemental masterpiece next turn. Excuse me. Alright, let's get some tokens, get this party started. Yeah, dual land, this wasn't one of those times. I just didn't realize I had to click on it from their graveyard to exile it. I've done, like, very little this game, but so is my opponent, so it's working out fine. I have 8 mana, can't cast all of it. Yeah, I don't remember seeing any big creatures either. I was looking for it too because they have 10 the Pest in their deck. I'm just gonna play Mentor's Guidance and Elemental Summoning here. Set up for a big Serpentine Curve next turn. The Guidance is only going to be scry 1, draw 1, but whatever. Pop Quiz. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Because that draws me another Elemental Summoning. Mage Hunter is actually kind of a problem for me. I mean, it won't be this game, of course, but it can be. Yeah, I mean, I just parade out a bunch of 4/4s, I guess. Absentee Mentor. It's kind of awkward because they didn't even kill one of my 4/4s. I think they should have double blocked, and then after I chose which one was first, rushed Rebirth. Wow, they didn't even get anything? Do they have no 2-drops in their deck? I don't remember if that was the case or not. Alright, well, apparently I can beat a mana screwed opponent. That's good, I suppose. I drew all 8 of my mountains that game, and only 1 of my islands. That's kind of funny. Oh, I see. I had an absentee mentor, because it only did it once. Darn mentor needs to mentor me better. And that card may not be that good in my deck. I don't have a lot of things that make it happen twice. No red this time. I'm still going to keep it. If I get desperate, I can discard the Elemental Masterpiece for a treasure. But hopefully I just draw a mountain before that. And I do have blue, which is what all my card draw is. Cody. Maybe I just play Cody, and then if they kill it, then I'm fine to just play other stuff. And if they don't kill it, then I can go off with Cody. Oh, I drew my red source. Well, maybe my plans have changed. Yeah, they do meet the mentor criteria, that's true. Alright, would I prefer to play Rutha or Spectacle Mage? I think I'm going to play Spectacle Mage. And then next turn is probably Rutha, and then Cody after that. Oh, or I could play Cody next turn if they don't kill the Spectacle Mage, because Cody adds 1 mana. So on turn 5, I can get to 6 mana with the Mastery. That's probably what I want to do. And if they kill Spectacle Mage here, that changes that plan. If they don't, though, they'll probably use the kill spell on Cody instead. And so I should be safe there. Alright, so I'm going to play Rutha then instead of Cody. So I'm still on track for a turn 6 Elemental Masterpiece with the Cody activation. Well, Juke is unfortunate. But maybe they will have used up all their removal when I play Cody. That is almost true dual lands. I have 1 more Explosive Welcome in the deck, because there's 2. So it wouldn't hit the other Explosive Welcome. I wish my opponent would play a little faster. They only have priority because of Dina. Can't imagine they can do anything else. That's right. Hope to untap with Cody. They've used 2 removal spells already. I think they only had like 2 more in the deck that I saw. And I didn't see any combat tricks. So I think I'm pretty safe to drop to block the 3/2. I wonder if my opponent disconnected. Yep, there's Mortality Spear. They also have the rare one, Baleful Mastery, I think. They also have go blank, which would be pretty bad for me here. Because I'd have to keep a land in Masterpiece, which means I'd lose the Explosive Welcome. And they have Duress too. If they Duressed me, they could take the Masterpiece, and then I couldn't cast anything next turn. Of course, that assumes that they're still here and playing. Alright, looks like it's Cody time. So they cook their wood. What makes them a chef lumberjack? I don't know. They could also be a chief lumberjack. Maybe they like barbecuing on wood. Well, this isn't a very satisfying Cody, since my opponent apparently disconnected and isn't coming back. Oh man, we didn't even get the activation. Yeah, Chief Lumberjack, that's what I was saying. I don't know what a Chief Lumberjack would be, but it sounds funny. Kitesail Freebooter? Oh no, they're going to take the cards out of my hand. One land's not going to do it. Alright. I'm actually going to put a land on the bottom, even though I have an 8-drop in hand. Is Chi Guevara a person? I don't know that name. Well, I can't not take Barry, I guess. Ooh, Pop Quiz, that was a good draw. I feel like I'm supposed to take environmental sciences because I just kind of want some land right now. I think I'm just gonna kill this now, and then next turn I can sciences and leave up Barian books. That's a worse Barian books target. Still gonna do it. It also means that they can't play their environmental sciences for a couple of turns. So that's something, I suppose. Oh, they're doing it anyways? Nice. get rid of Professor Bear anyways. I will take it. Okay. Yeah. I need some gas. I'm just going to take 5 here. I'll go ahead and counter that. They have Rise, Leyline, and Onslaught in hand. They have a Negate in their deck, Baleful Mastery, Tendrils. They have Red in their deck too. They have a Flunk in there. Red is for Will and Rowan. That's kind of weird. I don't think I'd play the red. They still have a pretty strong hand. I don't really want to play that into their removal spell, but I guess I do anyway, just to draw a couple of cards. Alright, so I can Masterpiece this turn. What is the Warden good at getting back? I don't know, Pop Quiz or something? Man, I really wanted to land there. Alright, I guess I'm just on Pillar Drop Warden then. Yep. Ugh. Alright, well, Cody's good next turn. I'm going to take a hit from this Pledge Mage, though. Aw, man. And the Pledge Mage is too big. Well, that worked out poorly. It's an instant, though. Can buy back Barian books. I guess I Pigment Storm here, and then bury the Pledge Mage, and then I can buy back a berry, I guess, for the token. Not a good spot, though. I do like that they attacked with their tokens, though. That makes things a little better for me. If they are able to kill this Pillar Drop Warden here, I'm almost dead. Top deck? Spectacle Mage just chumps. It's not good enough. Alright, they got me. I saw 4 removal spells that game. Yuck. And 3 of the 4 of them can kill planeswalkers. So they're more controlling than anything else. Do I want Reconstruct History here? Not really, because they have Rise and the Baleful both exile. But I do want the Negate. And I think the Mentor's Guidance can go. That card's just not very good in my deck. Sure. Play Cody on 3, probably dies. All right, Cody. Is this your game? Maybe. Does this work? I think it does. That was pretty sweet. Oh, I forgot to exile the thing. Oh well. Can't play Rutha. Alright, so I have a negate to hit, so I'm going to do this now. Okay, so it doesn't change the timing, apparently. It's good to know. So the way I played Cody before was wrong, but it paid off. Well, Cody got to do his thing this game. Oh man, even found Rowan and Will. Hmm. I'm attacking for 4. Then I think I'm just going to play Rutha and Spectacle Mage. If they have a removal spell and use it on Rutha, that means they don't have it for Will. And they've had enough. So I think I want Curate over Strategic Planning here, because I think being an instant is important. Alright, I think just that. We got to see Cody be awesome. I guess there was a good chance for it to be awesome in that second game of the first match, although we didn't get to see it happen. Yeah, I just played all my rares in the second game. Ugh, this hand is not great, but I'm going to keep it. I think there's a reasonable likelihood that I discard the Elemental Masterpiece for a token. Well, if I draw lands, I won't have to. Well, that's something to do. That's nice. Yep. 2 top. That's kind of scary. Lands, please. Nice. Okay. It's fine. Divide by 0 answers that well enough. Do still want to land, though. Land, please. Darn. I did draw Cody, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm going to play it. I mean, it probably just dies. But that's fine. It's not really part of my plan right now. And if it doesn't die, and I draw a land, I could play Elemental Masterpiece next turn. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Well, there's my land. I think I'm supposed to divide by 0 and get my environmental sciences so that I can guarantee the masterpiece next turn. I'm willing to trade 1 for 1 on damage here. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, that means I can't masterpiece. Well, that's a bummer. It's a good read by my opponent. I mean, I guess that means I should just Heated Debate. Make sure this dies while it's still in range. I could have spent that mana to buy back, like, Heated Debate or something. Maybe I was supposed to do that. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Uh-huh. Alright, so I actually have an answer for Will if I want it. Ugh. Alright. I don't want it that bad. I'll eat a token instead. Mm-hmm. Bummer. Yep. Alright, I mean, I'm basically just short lands. Doing cool stuff. Block 1. Oh, silly. Didn't make a difference. Alright, well, I guess I get to play this then. And if I can draw 1 more land, then I get to Explosive Welcome and kill Will. Instead of having to sack the Pillar Drop Warden and buying back Heated Debate. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to go target, which one is the first one? 5. Do I want to buy that back right now? Yeah, I think I will. Let's take a hit next turn. Yeah, I'm still at 18, agreed. So I just need to dodge, like, negate, I guess. Ooh, top, huh? Oh, also the make a token for a number of lands you control. That wouldn't be the worst, because I bury in books. Alright, so they must have topped negate, right? Alright, I'm still going to do this. It might just get negated. It did not. Alright. Well, that was a good one. Wow. Well done, opponent. Turns out I have another one of these. And they've had enough. Well, that was an explosive end, I'd say. Sure. Dream Strix on 3 is nice. Deserted Chaos. I have a lot of learn in my hand. 8-drop was not really what I was hoping to draw there. If this dies, I'm going to pick up Elemental, or Environmental Sciences. I will just take this. Maybe divide by 0 their spell. Well, not that spell, I guess. I need Sciences because I need land. You still have Test of Talents up, in case that's relevant. It's probably not. Combat Professor is a good one. Did find a land. Am I supposed to leave the Dream Strix back? I think I am. And I'll just do this for the 1 card to grow Serpentine Curve, but also because I want to find a land. Pop Quiz. Yeah, alright, I'll take that one. That way, if Test of Talents is no good, I can Pop Quiz. I basically just want a couple of lands in a row. Victorious. Sure. Nice, found a land. So I'm masterpiecing this turn. Yeah, I'm still going to take elemental summoning, I guess. Well, that's good. I have other plans for the moment. So if they send just the Pledge Mage, I think I will double block. It's really bad if they have the +3/+1 and Learn card, I suppose. No, they would need to have that and another spell. What I want to do is just draw one more land, play this Explosive Welcome, and get this game really moving. Alright, so what gets me here? God's Willing's pretty bad. +2/+2 trick is fine. +3/+1 trick is fine. The +1/+0 and a creature dying gets a spirit would be not ideal, but I guess fine. Alright, I'm just going to double block. 2 tricks gets me here. Oh, so does a removal spell. Heated Debate is pretty good, but I think that's the only one. I'm still going to do this. Yeah, they had Heated Debate. Oh well. Missed the land. Yeah, I really need one more land. I guess I just Serpentine Curve here, because then I have a creature big enough to block the Pledge Mage. If I can just draw one land, I'm in business with these Explosive Welcomes. Ooh. That was really good. There we go. So I need to keep up the counterspell for Heated Debate, I think. Well, no, because Strix is just going to die. Alright, I'll just Explosive Welcome this turn. Oh, also, I can't counter Heated Debate. Good point. Sure. Uh-huh. My turns are pretty... My mana's pretty used up for a while. Guess I'll take this. Alright, so I need to Explosive Welcome now. Deal 5 here and 3 here. I need to do that so that they don't get another spirit from the Tome Shredder. My 6/6 holding down the fort here on the ground. I mean, don't they just hit the Combat Professor? Yeah, there you go. Oh, they're going to send everybody? Alright. I'll take the first striker now. So what if I will? It leaves me with 4. So I can will and summoning, which affects the same number of things. No, that puts me dead on board. So any trick gets me here. Yeah, I just have to Explosive Welcome now. Because if they trigger Combat Professor and target Tome Shredder and then have any spell, I'm dead. Well, oh shoot, that is not what I meant to play. Well, I'm dead. I was not looking at the cards that I was holding. Well, turns out I was dead anyways, so I guess it's fine. Let me look at the deck. So they have Study Break and Enthusiastic Study. Shock. Another Enthusiastic Study. Alright, they got me. What do sideboard differently against an aggro deck? I'll have to see here. The counterspells seem a little worse. Is there anything I actively want in here? I mean, Campus Guide would be okay, just because it blocks early. It doesn't block that well. Eager First Year was the only card they played that it blocks effectively. I could cut the Test of Talents for just like a Curate if I wanted to get the counterspells out. I saw only one hit in that game, Although they have Light Scribe, so they likely have a couple other hits. Oh, I know they have a couple other hits. They have a couple of Enthusiastic Studies, and they have Study Break. Yeah, I'll just keep it as is. Hey, Durwood. Welcome to the stream. I'm in the finals right now, down a game in best of 3. Fine. Hopefully strategic planning finds me some relevant spells. Ugh, another land is not what I wanted to see. Well, there's a relevant spell. Take that. And I will happily dump some lands. The 4-drop. I like that play from them, because my play blocks it effectively. It's not something... It doesn't block most of their deck. If they attack, though, I probably can't block it. Because I know about double Enthusiastic Study. I guess those are the only tricks, right? But I really don't want them to play that until I have Divide by 0 up. Oh, maybe I'll do that instead. Divide by 0 gets me to a 4-4, though. Yeah, I'm going to Divide by 0. I'm going to block and then Divide by 0. Well, I'll block the Spirit if they send it again. Divide by 0 is bounce a spell or permanent with converted mana, or with mana value of 1 or greater, and then learn. That's going to be a nope. No, it's not this set's cancel. It's a bounce spell where you get to learn. It is limited, though, in that it can't bounce tokens, which is kind of a big deal in this format. Yeah, right. That's going to be a no from me, dog. Ooh, I drew Cody. Do I want to risk it? Because I could just play the Elemental Summoning here. But it's so much better after I play Cody. So I don't know if it's right, but I also want to do it. So I'm going to do it. So if they have the +3/+1 here, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. I don't think I can afford to attack here. Bookie the book? Kind of. Okay, so now they can't play the +3/+1. What else can they have for 2 mana? They can have +2/+2. So you're going to have +2/+0 in first strike. Alright, I'm going to double block the Light Scribe. I don't think they can kill both my creatures here. They can kill Cody if they have something. And if that's the case, then that's the case. But I need to get the Light Scribe off the board, and I need to take my shot at doing so, I think. They could have Shock as well, I suppose. But the Light Scribe dies here. If they... No, it doesn't. Oh, make your mark. Alright. It still dies, but they get Cody. Or not. Well, that was a great draw. How about 2 4/4s and another spell? So I have... I can't play Rowan. So if I have 5... I have 7 mana. Am I just supposed to get, like, environmental sciences to gain life? It allows me to double spell next turn and nothing else does. Alright, I'll do that. So the flyer may actually be a problem. Because I'm at a low enough life that jumping their creatures is a problem for me. That's a problem. Alright, so I'm going to play this. And then I'm going to Cody and see if I can find a burn spell. Come on, Heated Debate. Pop quiz, alright. I guess Introduction of Prophecy, because I need to find something here. Do I send one of them? If I send one and they send everybody, I get 2 blocks, I take 6. Who just followed? I missed that, and apparently I don't have it up on my screen. And then I just missed it on the other one. Well, sorry I missed your name, but thank you for the follow. And if you say something in chat, then I'll see your name. So if I attack with 1, I have 2 blockers. Say these 2. I take 6. No, because they have the guiding voice. I can't attack. Is there a card in this set called Hot Shot? Because I would love to pop quiz into Hot Shot. No, there's not. But that would be pretty sweet. Hey, Bud Anthony. Thanks for joining. I try not to use people's real names since I'm recording here. But good to have you on the stream. Ooh, Combat Professor is bad for me. So I have to... I think I curate to try and find Heated Debate. And if I don't find it, then I Serpentine Curve. to find Heated Debate. Even with Heated Debate, I don't like my spot here. What I really need to do is cast Explosive Welcome, but we put at least one on the bottom with this Cody here. Yep. So I have to find a removal this turn or I'm dead. So I'll curate. Varian books his removal. It's not exactly what I want right now, but I guess I take it. So if I Cody... Oh man, if I Cody, I don't have enough to bury. Alright, I'm gonna gamble here. And bury in books. Let's see. If I bury the Combat Professor and hit Heated Debate, I still die. Wow. Alright, so I guess I'm just dead. Unless I put the Spirit back and hit Heated Debate. And then I have 2 turns. Did not hit Heated Debate. Guess I am dead. Oh, just learning Magic now, huh? Awesome. Well, you're just in time to see me lose in the finals. So Cody may have actually just lost me this game because I couldn't play Spectacle Mage or Will. So we got to see 2 games where it was good and 1 game where it was bad. It's a good experience, I suppose. I'm not quite sure what they're worried about. I mean, sure, I could have a removal spell or something, but they just attack with their flyers, right? I guess they could Guiding Voice on the past caller, and then Combat Professor the... Okay, we're not. Of course, it doesn't matter, because I'm dead either way. Alright. Well, I got. So let's go back to my other deck. So for anybody who didn't get to see me draft it on Friday, this is what I'm playing. I've got Draconic Intervention. Whoops. Come back. I have Draconic Intervention, which exile an instant or sorcery from my graveyard, deal X to all non-dragon creatures, where X is the mana value of the exiled card. Magma Opus, which just does all the things but costs 8 mana. And Rowan and Will as my Planeswalker. And then, do I have another rare in this deck? No, I think that's all the rares in this deck. And then I've got, you know, a bunch of spells, Spectacle Mage, a couple of Prismari, Pledge Mages, and then some removal to round things out. So I'm currently 5-0 with this deck. Let's see if I can finish with a clean 7-0. If these go quick enough, I can even draft one more deck. Wouldn't be able to play with it, of course, but I can at least do the draft portion. No blue sources, but I'm still going to keep it. The Ignis Inspiration will be good, and I believe I have a elemental or environmental sciences to get. Yeah, I do. So that'll work out. Oh man, I can't even kill that one. Oh good, I drew an island, so it didn't matter. That one I can kill. And because I've got these expensive cards in hand, I'm going to pick the environmental sciences to learn. And then I'm pretty close to playing the Elemental Masterpiece because the Spectacle Mage makes it cheaper. They appear to be color screwed over there. Yeah. Go dig out my island. Alright, so next turn I have Masterpiece, assuming they don't kill the mage, which is pretty unlikely because if they play a fight card to kill the mage, I've got Arcane Subtraction to save it. Or they'll just scoop, alright? Alright, let's see if we can finish things up. Preferably against an opponent who draws lands and spells. This is fine. It's not great. I mean, you can't throw a hand back like this because I have things to do and all my colors of mana, but it doesn't do anything early. And Tome Shredder's pretty bad on 3 when you have no spells to play before it. But my opponent is not off to a fast start either, so that's good. Nothing, huh? There's no flash creatures, right? I don't think so. I'm going to attack for 2. That's fine. Oh, that looked like an accident. I think they clicked too fast. That's unfortunate. So they can't cast that spell right now. Oh, now they can. Maybe it wasn't an accident. Quandrix Apprentice, good. I think I really just want to kill this apprentice right now, so I'm going to do that. And I'll take Sciences, since I do need land to get this Magma Opus. And Tome Shredder has things to eat now. So as a reminder, I need to be careful about what I eat because I have Draconic Intervention, which cares about the mana value of the card that I exile out of my graveyard. So I have to keep that in mind. Ooh, Archivist. That blocks my Aerial as well. I'm going to eat the 2-drop spell because I have another one that I'm probably playing soon here. Oh man, can you imagine if I could teach by example the Magma Opus? It seems like a pipe dream, but that would be sweet. I should have strategic planning first. That was a mistake. Well, it wouldn't have changed anything. Bookworm. That's a bit of a problem. Although Will deals with that pretty handily. I guess I'll exile the 2. So I can Magma Opus here, but it's actually not that good right now. I want to Will first, because I can start making things into O2s, and then it gets a lot better. So I have 7. Actually, with one more land, I get to teach by example Magma Opus. That would be pretty ridiculous. It's 4 divided as you choose. Tap 2 permanents. Create a 4/4, draw 2. I don't like them looking at Will. Hope they can't target it. They don't have black, so they can't just straight out kill it, but Barry is unfortunate. Alright, so I'm going to let Will take 4 here, and I'm going to trade with their token to keep the Magma Opus dream alive. They could have a burn spell here and kill Will now. They don't. Okay, good. I missed on a land, but I'm going to be Snow Daying here. And then surely that can draw me one more land, right? Which may get wrecked by counterspell here. Ooh, nice, it resolved. I want that land. I don't think I want this Tome Shredder. Oh, do I get to live the dream? Is it happening? Ugh. Alright. So I guess I want to kill the tokens here. Alright, dream time. Are you all ready? My Planeswalker is Will here. So it makes my instants and sorceries cost 1 less. I can make something an 0/2 for a turn. I can draw cards, or I can exile 5 permanents and replace them with 4/4s. But what's important here right now is that it's locking down a creature, and that it's making my spells cost less, so that I can go Teach by Example, and Magma Opus, and get it twice. Okay, so I think... Which one did I target? I think I targeted the right one. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that was not right. Oh well. I still got to live the dream. Will's dead. If I had played that last card right, Will would not be dead here. Alright. So I need to play this so I can get Magma Opus back. That leaves me with 5 mana. Let's thrill and see what I find. Berry is nice. Alright, let's get in with the flyers. And sack this to get Magma Opus back, which I'll plan to play next turn. And then Pledge Mage. And end. Alright. Approach. Ooh, interesting. So for those who don't know what that does, the first time you cast it, it gains you 7 life, and then goes to the 7th from the top of your deck. The second time you cast it, you win the game. So we might have a game on our hands. Alright, so I'm going to Magma Opus. Deal 4. Submit 1. Tap 2 permanents. See if they have a counterspell. I just want to point out that this is the third Magma Opus that I've cast this turn, or this game. Alright, well I can pay for that. What am I paying for? For each spell and ability your opponent controls. Counter it unless you pay 4. Well, what am I paying for? Because I don't want to pay for one of the mages. This is really bad UI. Does anyone know which one I'm paying for here? Is it... It's got to be the Pledge Mage, right? Yeah. But the Pledge Mage is on top, which makes me think that's what I'm paying for. Damn it, that's not what I was paying for. Well, that's frustrating. No, there's no reason to attack with these right now. I also thought it was last in, first out. That's the way it was stacked. That's really frustrating when bad UI screws you. So I am on a clock here. I'm planning to scry on my upkeep here. Right? No, I won't. Changed my mind. I got punished. So I'm going to Heated Debate here. They get to eat a 4/4. But I get to send everybody. Because they're going to have a 4/5 reach next turn, so I'm almost out of time here. So they can eat a 4/4 and trade with the 3/3s if they want, or they can eat a 4/4 and then double block the other 4/4, but then they take 10. Yeah, that block kind of makes sense. So they take 8 here. So I still need some help, but they're only at 5. If they decide to draw their 4/5 and I draw a removal spell, I just win on the spot. So they have to think about that. If they scry, they get, closer to their approach of the second sun, but without having something to block flyers, they're in big trouble. So it's an interesting conundrum for them. I don't know if I have another berry in books, but I want one right now. That's not going to do it. Okay, I'm going to scry on my upkeep. Something. Pigment Storm. That'll do it. I mean, not literally this turn, but it kills their flying blocker, or their creature with reach. And I get in for 4 flying. They're still pretty far away from approach to the second sun, so I'm not worried about that happening. They need to be able to deal with 2 flying creatures now, which seems pretty difficult to do with a single card. So, like, Explosive Welcome could do it. The Tendrils card, to kill one of my flyers in game 2, would buy them a turn. Well, now they can't do it. Whew, got there. That was, unreasonably close for playing 3 Magma Opuses and a Planeswalker. Alright, well, it's 4 minutes to 9:30, so I'm not going to do another draft on stream. As you know, as most of you know, I stream Mondays and Fridays from 7 to 9:30, but the opponent was really feeling the heat. But I won't be around for this coming Friday. So I will be back Monday the 24th and continue from there. So hopefully we'll see you then. And until the next time, have a great week and weekend. And enjoy the rest of your Magic.